In your corner. Come on. You're not scary. You're not scary. Come on. In your corner. Wait till I ring that bell. Back. All right. Ready? Are you ready? Let's ring that bell.
Ladies and gentlemen and non-binary pals, welcome to the very first event for Victory Championship Wrestling. Victory is ours, coming from the Bishop Donahue High School in McMecken, West Virginia. I am Jason Heat, along with Captain D. Capitate, and we are starting off with a very unorthodox pairing here as Malaki Gage goes up against Christian Noir.
I love both of these guys. Look at those guys.
You're a strange man, and I imagine that this is going to hold a lot of appeal to you, as these are two twisted competitors setting the tone for our inaugural event.
I'm here looking for some new members of the crew, and both of these might fit in there. Look at those guys.
That was cheap. That was cheap. You all know it. You all know it.
I don't need a clown to hold the ship.
Circling each other, that is Malaki Gage with the red hair and Christian Noir with the face paint, as we've got a lockup and an arm wringer takes the clown psycho sideshow to his knees.
What do you think he's got on his tongue?
I don't even want to hazard a guess. It is upsetting just to think about it. Hammerlock applied right now to Christian Noir and reversed. Right now, an impressive display of technical wrestling, which honestly, not what I was expecting out of these two, one of whom, Malaki Gage. It's not surprising that his favorite serial killer is John Wayne Gacy, but to be perfectly honest, it is surprising that he has a favorite serial killer. I find that disturbing.
Did you have to mention cereal? Is that a reflection upon me?
My broadcast partner, Captain D. Capitate, a pirate captain, in addition to his work as a professional wrestling manager, does not like to be known by the sobriquet.
Don't say it.
It's a famous breakfast cereal. We're not allowed to say it.
And it's not Fruit Loops.
Malaki Gage able to get Christian Noir off his back, up and over. Hip toss attempt, but reversed again, going under. Fireman's carry, roll over into a pinning combination, and only a 2.
That was a good combination there.
And impressive work setting the tone right now in our opening contest as a pinfall attempt by Malaki Gage. Malaki Gage told me earlier today he is in the wrestling business to hurt as many people as he possibly can. He keeps a list. He keeps a list of people he's seriously injured, and he wants to put Christian Noir as the next check mark on that list.
Is that just wrestlers he wants to hurt, or does he have something in his basement going on?
Honestly, that's who he's legally allowed to hurt. I can't speculate. Here we go. Pinfall attempt and a 2 count by Noir. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a terrible news story about him sometime in the future.
Yeah, he looks a little, should I say, wacko?
It's not often that the Bayou Boogeyman meets someone as creepy as him, but Malaki Gage may well be the person, and oh my goodness, that chop, like fireworks exploding in his chest.
That hurt me. That hurt me.
Christian Noir, known as the writing on the wall, because it is a bad omen to see his name across from you on the board. Malaki Gage only knew about this match about 24 hours ago, so whatever you think about him, he does not run from a fight.
He didn't have any time to prepare. And, you know, I tell you what, you better have time to prepare for him.
Well, neither of these two knew what they were getting into, but it seems like the kind of contest that they're both interested in. And here we go, our first time hitting the apron, a very, very sturdy part of the ring apparatus.
I'm not sure, he might not have something in his trunks there. You got to keep a look on that clown there.
Gage taking advantage of the momentary lapse in judgment by Christian Noir, put himself in a vulnerable position, capitalized on by the Crazy Clown. Christian Noir very specifically subscribes to the belief that fear instills in you the sense to be better, because if you're afraid of Christian Noir, you won't do the bad things that bring him to your doorstep. He's almost like a Louisiana Dare Crumpus.
Oh, he's my kind of guy. My kind of guy. I think I'm going to recruit that guy.
I have no interest in being at any dinner party where the three of you are the guests. And now, impressive display of power, pinfall, and only a 2 count for Gage.
That was kind of a sloppy cover there. Come on, Gage, you're better than that.
Gage may have gotten a little too caught up in the thrill of the violence. He, his maybe one weakness is that he enjoys inflicting pain so much that sometimes it gets in his way of winning the match, because he's just, I don't know, I'm hesitant to say it, but honestly, he gets off on it a little bit.
Oh, you can tell that by the look on his face. Look at that, he's smiling while he's beating on the other guy.
I grabbed his head. I grabbed his head.
It's one interpretation of the events that Malaki Gage has, saying he only grabbed the head. I believe it was a bit of the hair. There's plenty of it. You can see why it would make a target, but that doesn't make it legal. He's only got 5 on the ropes.
I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him.
Christian Noir coming from New Orleans. Captain Decapitate not particularly thrilled with our officiating. I don't know that I agree.
No.
What's your complaint?
Get him off the rope. Get him on the rope there.
Malaki has been in firm control for a while with a German suplex, and this is the second time that we've seen Christian Noir flat on his back, rolling to the outside. I think Gage has the advantage at this point.
He definitely has some talent. That surprised me. I thought he was just a goofy clown.
No, you're not going to be here at Victory Championship Wrestling if you don't belong, and one of these two men are going to be the answer to the future trivia question: who won the very first match in VCW history? And right now, Christian Noir trying to carve out his place in the history of West Virginia wrestling.
I wonder if we'll be part of that trivia.
Brutal maneuver by Gage, and I'm very surprised that Christian Noir was able to kick out at this point.
He kicked out. You think we'll be part of that trivia? Who's the first commentators for Victory?
I mean, we literally are. We are the answer to that question. Jeopardy coming to our future.
And this is my first of the first.
Going up top, high risk, maybe high reward, twisting. Press misses, and instead it meets the knees. What does it feel like to fall on someone's bones from that high up, Decapitate?
I have no idea, and I don't want to find out. I'm just a manager. I don't have to put up with that.
Decapitate lets other people take the abuse.
My guys usually are inflicting the punishment.
Both men to their feet, and Noir gets the advantage for the first time. This is the best he has looked in this match so far, but does he have enough in him to take advantage, do you think? Oh, that was the nail in the coffin. He has finished off a lot of people with that nail in the coffin, but it looks like the door is not yet shut on Malaki Black in this match.
That was so close.
Couldn't be closer, as these two are giving their all, really setting the tone, setting the pace for Victory Championship Wrestling, as Malaki Gage trying to regain control with a big clothesline.
Completely turned him over.
Look at that. He did such a good job maneuvering his body in between Christian Noir and the ropes, making it so that Noir had to exert energy instead of grabbing the ropes.
You do know something about wrestling, don't you?
No.
I worried about it when I found out I was going to be working with you. You do know something.
I spend a lot of time on Wikipedia. I don't have much of a social life. Headlock takeover by Noir. Big Samoan drop, draping a hand over the shoulders, but wasn't able to get the full body weight across the chest.
Wow. I thought that was it.
We're at a stalemate at this point. It looks like Noir may get to his feet first, but do either of these guys have the stamina to mount a final flurry of offense?
Getting the crowd into it, too.
Blue Thunder into a backbreaker, but Gage not able to get the victory. And as you can see, both these guys starting to really feel the effects of this match. How do you dig in deep and get into a next gear, D?
If you can't do it, you shouldn't be a professional wrestler. You know? They should be able to do it.
It's a fair point.
This separates the men from the boys right here.
And of course, legally, we do not have any boys in the ring. These are all competitors of legal age.
Well, it separates the men from the so-called...
Wait, he's got the hammer! And our referee doing a great job taking the hammer away from the Sideshow Psycho! And we just saw the D4C, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap!
Yes.
And that is your winner, the answer to the trivia question.
Good match. Good match.
Christian Noir answers the question we asked earlier. Who will be the first victor in VCW history? It is the Bayou Boogeyman. He'll be haunting the dreams of Malaki Gage.